All right, good morning, everyone. It's, holy crap, it's 24 degrees right now?
I'm cold.
I know you are. You're freezing your ass off.
I put my coat back on.
Raylene with us this morning. Wednesday Bites. Before I forget, what's going on with Debbie the Downer? Is she still around? We haven't heard from her.
Maybe she's really down. She doesn't feel like writing to us. I don't know.
Well, tell Debbie.
You tell her. You send her an email. She communicates with you, not me.
All right. I'm going to send her an email and just be like, hey, are things going well in your life? Because you haven't been bitching and moaning about stuff.
Are you not ticked off about anything?
So for those of you that are not familiar with Debbie the Downer, I've had this listener that goes way back to early days of Froggy. And she's just a negative Nelly. We call her Debbie the Downer.
And you're sure that you have no emails from her?
I don't know. I can check. I can check.
You know, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll check.
Because your email has
lots. Listen. We all have our imperfections, okay, Raylene? One of mine just so happens to be that there have been times where I'm not overly effective with email communication, okay?
Well, they get lost because you get so many, is what I'm saying.
This is true. Kind of like Justin Lawrence. You know the story about Justin Lawrence. Do you?
Yes, I do. About how the space. And,
yeah. He reached.
Yeah, and finally, he met you.
It was an accident that I met him on a boat.
Yeah.
But it was like at least a year.
Yeah, he had sent you emails and you had no clue.
Yeah. So 24 degrees right now, but 39 later for the daytime high today. Partly cloudy and becoming more and more cloudy with a mix of rain and snow developing during the afternoon. Again, 39 for the high. And that is going to take
Tomorrow be like in the 50s, though. Did you see that?
Yeah, 55. So we have a winter weather advisory. Tonight, they're saying rain and snow, 34. And then tomorrow, Thursday, we could have in some areas, especially east of the greens. When you ever hear the words east of the greens, do you know what that means? Because Sherilyn doesn't.
It means that we're going to get snow.
Not necessarily, because if you're west of the greens, that's the Champlain Valley, and you may not get the snow. But so the greens are the Green Mountains, the Green Mountain spine. It's the spine that runs through the state.
Yeah, the old man.
Yeah, Camel's Hump and Mount Mansfield and
all that good
Sugar
stuff.
Bush, and that's all the spine.
Mm-hmm.
So east of that, which is where we are right now, Washington County, that's usually where the colder air is. So east of the greens
means we're gonna get it.
It means we're gonna
That's what I said.
Well, yeah, I was just giving you the whatever. So we could have a couple of inches of snow on the ground for tomorrow morning when you wake up.
Sleet and rain, and be careful. That's what I've heard. And winds.
Right. And just so you know, just so everyone knows, I want to be really transparent here. Okay, I'm not hiding anything. My car is not in the barn at my house. It's out in the driveway. So it gets the snow, the freezing rain, the shit, the sleet, all of that. Mm-hmm. Why, Raylene? Ask me. Why is your car, JD, not in the barn? Ask me. Please ask me.
But I already know it's because you still haven't cleaned the shit out of it.
No, I cleaned the barn. The barn's all cleaned out.
Oh.
There's plenty of room for Sherilyn's car in the other bay. Mm-hmm. But the reason why my car is not in my bay.
Why?
Why? Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Why?
Because of Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean is Lily's fluffy,
bunny,
cuddly little bunny.
Uh-huh.
That needs his space. So he
needs an entire, that's a big barn.
Well, because we got the firewood in there, so we don't have any other room, and all the trash cans and all the shit, we don't have any other room for Jelly Bean. So where is he camped out? right in my bay where my car
Okay.
is supposed to go.
So I ask you this, Mr. Green.
What size caliber bullet
No.
would I use? Oh.
I ask you this. Would you prefer he was back in the kitchen?
No. Is that a quick enough answer?
Yes.
No. That's a resounding no.
Unless he was in the crock pot in the kitchen. I think that's what you said to me a time or two.
Those are the words that I used. You're right. Mm-hmm. The only way he'll come back into the kitchen, which is where he lived prior to moving into the barn,
Is if he's in the crock pot.
if he's in the crock pot with an apple in his mouth.
We just lost like 1,000 followers.
We did.
Just so you know.
We did.
So
look at all of our PETA friends like Josh Howard are going to be so upset with us now.
Are you going to tell everybody that we have our 3,000th follower?
This is so cool.
And that we have a winner
Yes.
for the aired out sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And
We hit 3,000 last night or this morning?
last night. Overnight, or I shouldn't say overnight, very late last night, we had 3,001.
Wow.
So one came in right after the 3,000th.
Oh my
like
God.
literally. But go ahead and
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Dave Molind.
No, Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah, Daniel
Dan
Molind.
Molind, who was on the show.
Over at Enough Ministries.
Yeah, he was on the show. He was on the podcast.
He was our 3,000th follower.
Mm-hmm.
So he is the winner
Dan, congratulations.
of all of the aired out swag.
I love this.
We'll get it to him.
This is so cool. This is so exciting. I can't believe we've hit 3,000.
Well, we need to hit 5. So,
My goal's 10.
yeah. I say the 5,000th one will get
We're gonna do something big.
$100
Oh,
plus,
God, at
plus
least.
swag.
At least.
Yeah, we'll give him $100 plus swag and
That is so cool, man. So Dan Molind, we'll be in touch with you. We got some aired out swag for you. What is it? A hat, T-shirt? What is it?
It's a hooded sweatshirt.
You'd think
and-
I'd know
and
these things.
a,
I don't even know what it
and
is.
the beanie. Do you want me to go get it and show you
Well, you
what
can
it is?
if you want to. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, go get it. I got to give a shout out to Fontaine Forestry and Millwork. They're one of our presenting sponsors. They have been for, I think, the very beginning of this, which was like November of 2018. And I love them so much. Sharon and Mark, the Fontaines over at the Fontaine Sawmill, just great people. Great people. Wholesome, hardworking, and man, do they know what they're doing over there. I've been saying that for a couple of years now into the mic.
So this is what we have.
You got it right
We
there.
have the-
All right.
The hooded sweatshirt, and then the
beanie.
winter beanie. And we'll let him choose which color patch. He can have gray or the red.
All right.
We'll let him
Those are so sharp.
choose. So
And
we'll,
Yipes did those.
and Yipes did them. Aren't they cool?
Really sharp.
The nice leather patches. So we'll let him choose which color patches, and he can tell us what size he is.
All right.
Because these are just my samples.
Okay. That's cool.
And then we have a big order coming in, too, of all of the people that ordered.
That's right.
From us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hats and whatnot.
Hats and
Mostly-
hooded sweatshirts. And
Like this one.
there were several of those, but there was also several of these.
The beanies. All right.
And I think like 6 sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Hey, Chris Massey is tuned in. He's watching.
Good morning, Chris. He went to the comedy show. He
Oh, really?
he was one of our winners. He won some of the tickets that were courtesy of Ladder One.
Mm.
So he took his brother and his girlfriend. Wasn't that nice of him?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I haven't met the dude. I don't think so, but I hope to.
Well, he came in here, but you were yakking on the phone and
Oh, yeah.
could not be disturbed.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you say that, and then you fire Nerf gun bullets at me. Pain in the ass.
Well,
Hey, Can we just? I just want to show this mug because it's one of my favorite mugs. CW Creative, one of our sponsors, right here in the Granite City, with a hot cup of. Look, can you see the coffee?
I think you like that mug because it's a similar shape to you.
Short and
stout.
Oh, stout.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, you can see the coffee in there. Look, you can see the coffee in there. Lily said something to me this morning that in the car, and usually when I bring her to school, there are some interesting things that come out of this young girl's mouth. Mm-hmm. By the way, before we go there, what did you think of that video last night that I sent you of Lily on the counter? Hold on, let me turn the camera on you so we can see her react.
You want me to say that?
Yeah. What'd you think?
Does her mother know yet?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So she may if I talk about this.
No, don't worry.
I would have wrung your neck.
Why?
For many reasons. First of all, safety.
She was being.
She had her feet on one counter. She was span across the kitchen with her hands on the other, suspending herself, doing these push-up things. What if she had fallen and hit her mouth on that granite countertop and drove her teeth through her lip and busted one of them?
Am I in trouble right now?
Yeah. And why on earth would you let your kid put her feet on your counter where you're going to put food? Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
She was the bridge, Raylene.
I don't care.
She was
feet
the
don't
bridge.
belong on the counter.
Raylene.
And it's safety.
She was the bridge between the island and the mainland.
Nope. Feet don't belong on that. And so when you're trying to be stern and teach her things and how to be a lady, and when you're out in public and you're at Raylene's house visiting, and she just got on the counter, what would you do?
Oh, I would never let that happen.
Right. And so
Never.
She's 7. And so
she's having fun, Raylene.
Yes, but listen.
Being a kid.
You tell me. And so how does she know when it's okay to be a kid and when she has to behave?
Because
you send mixed messages.
Look, Josh just did it right here.
Don't care.
He just said it. And I was going to say it. Josh said it first. What else can you do when the floor is lava? Yes! That's it, Raylene.
Sit on the couch with your feet up there.
Oh, stop it.
Or on the kitchen chair.
You've never played The Floor is Lava?
No.
Oh, Raylene. You gotta live a little.
Listen, when I was a kid, if I had put my feet on my mother's counter, I probably wouldn't have legs. She probably would have broke them for real. And nor would my kids have. Their butts don't belong on the counter. Feet don't belong on the counter, and cats don't belong on the counter. And that's just the way it is. In my world. Just saying.
Okay. All right. Listen, we have very strict rules in my house. Mm-hmm. That if you're going to do something like this, I have to be with you. Mm-hmm. I have to be right next to you.
And Mommy can't know.
And Mom can't know.
Yeah, that's a bad rule.
The other thing is, and listen, these kids, these poor kids, they're in school all day. They're wearing the goddamn masks. They're all cooped up. Mm-hmm. It's wintertime.
So we should allow them to act like brats?
No, not brats. Oh, that's a whole different thing. Being a brat that's a whole different thing. Julie's loving this conversation, by the way. But last night, Lily decided, I didn't stop her. I didn't even think about tapping the brakes on this. She decided to get a couple of wooden spoons and stand up on the island and play percussion on the pots and pans that are hanging from the pot and pan rack.
While you were cooking dinner.
While I was cooking dinner. Yes. And she had this massive just display of beautiful pots and pans and colanders, and she had such a great time. She was getting it. She was like the percussionist from Sheena Easton. She was loving it, banging and hitting all the things. I don't care. She's happy. It kind of, sounded like shit in my ear.
Right.
If I didn't have a headache before, during, or after. If I
We
did.
are on completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
You and I. You never would have allowed the pot and pan
on
banging
the floor,
show?
not standing
On the floor. The
not
floor's
with,
dirty, Raylene.
Yeah, and so are your feet that are on the counter that I eat on.
Why would you
and
put the
my
pots and
food
pans on the floor, Raylene?
Because those can go right in the dishwasher. No, I probably wouldn't have let them put them on the floor.
See, Josh,
I probably wouldn't have let them do that either.
Josh and I
Maybe
are
they
aligned.
could have sat in a bar stool and put the pots on the counter or something.
Oh, stop.
But yeah,
Let kids be kids.
I can't help it.
So
I want my kids to be respectful kids. That's what I want.
I do too, but
And not
especially
be naughty and do things that are.
I agree, but
Because everything that you've ever told Lily, you can only do that when Daddy's around. She's always listened, right?
yes,
And so she'll never ever do that by herself just because
Lily has a little.
she'll never get tempted.
She's got a little 50cc motorcycle, and this past summer, Raylene has to look away. She can't even look at the camera when I tell the story. We have a huge pile of rocks in the backyard, crushed stone, and Lily is learning how to ride this motorcycle, and she's going around in the backyard, and Mom wasn't home. Probably
Of course not.
Sherilyn probably would not have been supportive of this, but I had the brilliant idea of turn a little sharper and hit this pile, and you might be able to catch some air.
A crushed rock pile.
Yeah, crushed stone.
Yeah.
And Lily did, but she just did something I didn't expect. She got on the gas. She got on the throttle hard going into it. And I thought she was going to back off and just kind of roll over the top, but she went into it full ass. I mean, just...
Of course she did.
She put heat to it, and she hit that rock pile, and she got shot out of a cannon, and the bike went one way, and she went the other, and... Yep. But she's okay. She's all right. Hey, we got Bova tuned in now. So Lily says to me this morning in the car on the way to school, and she always comes out with these interesting things, and I'm wondering if you and maybe Mike and maybe Josh and a few others can help me decipher this. Because sometimes kids say things you're not really sure. Are they mispronouncing something? What are they thinking of? They're thinking of something, but they're saying the wrong words. Lily says to me this morning in the car, Dad, I smell jelly, bubble gum, and hot sewage.
Okay.
Like, what is that? I'm like, I didn't rip one, so I'm not sure where she's getting the hot sewage from. Was it hot sauce? Was it hot fudge? Was it hot sausage? Where does the
Maybe
sewage?
you left a pair of shoes in the car, or God knows what else in that car.
No, seriously, occasionally I will take my socks and shoes off while I'm driving because I like to go barefoot because my feet are always hot.
Do you remember when you thought there was something dead in your car? And
There
it
was.
just, yeah.
It was a mouse, and I never found it.
Yeah.
I never
How
found
do you know
it.
it was a mouse?
Oh, it had to be.
It wasn't all the food and the junk and the shit that's in there. Like, remember that when we went to Wood Doodles to pick stuff up? And we had...
There was shit in the back seat that had mold on it, and yeah.
And forks and dishes with food and...
Yeah.
Oh, heavens.
I just hot sewage. What is that? Where?
Hard
I still
telling
don't
in
know.
that car.
I still don't know.
Hard telling.
In the news today, Morristown residents reject ATVs on local roads. That's one of the stories. Sanders to vote against Biden's FDA nominee. Do you know about this?
I don't.
Yeah.
I probably didn't pay attention to it.
Opposes the nomination of Robert Califf because of his ties to the pharmaceutical industry. Interesting. Burlington School Board hires high school design team. I know that was When you heard that story this morning, you almost fell off your damn couch.
I know that it has to do with the fact that they want to just build a new school and stop trying to repair the other. I want to know why they just don't stay in the old mall. I think that's kind of cool. Look at all the money and time they invested in that.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting concept. Less than 5% of Vermont adults are unvaccinated. Did you catch any of the press conference yesterday with Governor Phil Scott?
I didn't. No. I usually at least watch later, but I did not.
He says less than 5% of the state's adults are unvaccinated, and they currently are the problem. He was a little frustrated, saying it's the unvaccinated people who are driving the surge in hospitalizations.
I know. Yeah, and he was saying that they're taking up beds. That was his biggest problem, was that they're occupying beds.
Sure.
And I know from a news report that came down from a local hospital in St. Johnsbury. So I think it was in maybe the Caledonia Record I read.
Yeah.
They're actually shipping patients as far as Connecticut.
I know.
Because they don't have room.
I've heard New York.
And so that was part of, I do know that was part of his frustration.
Yeah.
Is where they're sending people.
There were 280 unvaccinated people hospitalized in the last 6 weeks. 39 fully vaccinated, and 9 patients who have had the booster, all during the same period. We lost 4 Vermonters yesterday. Just yesterday.
Remember when this all first started, and one of the things that Scott said that always, I don't know, it just really stuck in my head when he shut things down and people got really angry and were, and I'm not advocating for that at all, because I think that but it just, the difference between then and now and how he felt about things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Was that you can't put a price on even one life.
Sure.
And now we're at how many, total?
Yeah.
It's, wow.
I've lost track. It's 400 and something.
Yeah.
And nationally, we just hit 800,000. You heard that this morning in the news.
I did.
800,000. I can't even wrap my head around that. I can't even process that. That's almost 1 million. Raylene.
Yeah.
Bova says other states are much higher, and great point. I mean, Vermont's comparatively
much higher, but comparatively, people we're little.
Yeah.
So.
Just got another comment here from Darlene saying that her daughter had to go to CVH yesterday morning and her bed was in the hallway. Unbelievable. Josh Howard is blowing up our shit here, reminding us that the public forum for the BUUSD school board is being hosted tomorrow at 5:30. They're going to be all fighting about the upcoming budget increase. Apparently, it's a virtual meeting. So, yeah. What else? Pappas is coming in
Tomorrow at 1.
tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. Steve Pappas from the Times-Argus, our local paper here. We have a winter weather advisory. I want to make sure everybody knows about that things are going to be rainy and snowy and overall kind of shitty.
Windy and shitty.
Shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, if you want to drive by my house and laugh at me because I'm out scraping my windshield for 45 minutes.
Maybe you could build...
because Jelly Bean the Rabbit is in my bay.
Maybe you could build a loft of some sort to put Jelly Bean in. Just, some sort of thing that you could raise Jelly Bean up in the air a little bit so that you had the space below. I don't know. Dig a hole.
As
And put a little grate.
as a new parent, as a new parent, and I'm still a new parent. I have one kid, and I've had other parents say to me, friends, bro, don't get the bunny, because in the beginning she's going to be so happy. You're going to be the greatest father on the planet, and she's going to be thrilled, and then she's going to lose interest, and then you're going to be cleaning the bunny cage. Nobody ever sent me the memo saying that I would lose my parking space in the barn and have to shovel 10 feet of snow off the top of my car all winter. Nobody told me that.
I'm sorry, can't help it.
Anyway, we have the ladies coming in from the Barre Congregational Church at about noon today. I look forward to chatting with them. We're going to talk about the reason behind the season. And these ladies I like talking to these ladies. They're nice.
I agree.
Carrie and Susan. Today's what? Wednesday? And then tomorrow, Steve Pappas. Isn't there something before Pappas?
Let's see what else is happening tomorrow.
We don't know.
Kevin.
Oh, my God. Kevin Eschelbach.
10
10 a.m.
Yeah.
He is the president, the big cheese over at the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce.
And tomorrow you get boosted. Finally.
Oh, yeah, I got the booster.
Finally.
Now, they don't give the booster in the ass, do they?
I don't believe so. I think you still get it in your arm.
Okay, so I don't have to drop drawer or anything like that.
What is it with you?
Congratulations
What the
again
hell is it with you?
to Dan Molind, our 3,000th.
Follower.
I had to say that slowly because I can't say that.
Right, I know.
I can't say that fast. Follower. Is that what we call them? Followers?
Yeah, followers.
Yeah.
We have people that like the page, people that follow the page. When you follow the page, as opposed to just like the page, you get notification when we go live or, post some new update. And, yeah.
Right. Will you do us the honor of just during the day today, just maybe finding some more stories and stuff that's going on in the Times-Argus and post them up on our page?
I already did. Like at 5 o'clock this morning, for God's sake.
You already did?
Yes. Where have you been?
God, I know.
You don't even know what's going on.
Let's make a couple of notes here. February 19th, the Battle in Barre 6 with DonnyBrooke Fight Promotions, bringing amateur and pro MMA
Yes.
to the Granite City.
Well, that's what the big deal is. It's going to be a pro fight.
Yep.
And we have a lot going on in the
We do.
community. Do you want me to give the wrap up or?
Well, can I first say that we have the tickets for the Battle in Barre 6 here?
Absolutely.
They're $40. $40. Bring cash. We have the tickets right here at the studio.
Yeah, message us. We make arrangements.
Yeah.
You can also get them on the DonnyBrooke Fight Promotions page.
Whatever you do, please don't complain at the last minute when it's sold out.
That you don't have a ticket.
That you didn't know how to get tickets, and
if you buy the tickets on their page, please say that you did that because you heard that from here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe Bofa would jump in the rig and come to Vermont for the Battle in Barre 6.
Yeah, to give it a watch.
I don't know if he's an amateur MMA guy, but we got a pro fight on the card too, so it's going to be badass.
I'd never been before the last one. That was the first time
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
And as a mother, were you saying, "Oh no, please don't"?
Only one time did I get a little bit.
You need a Band-Aid.
Only one time did I get a little bit. I don't know what you want to call it. I had some pretty severe angst, I guess, because I knew the guy in the ring.
Oh,
I met him a few times, and
so it was a personal thing.
Yes, I wanted to go up there and beat the other boy's ass.
Did you get any blood?
Leave him alone and stop it now, you fucker.
Stop it, you two. Stop it.
Get off of him.
Did you get any blood spattered on you?
I didn't.
No?
No, but that guy that came flying out of the cage was very close to the table, the
Yeah.
press table or whatever.
You almost had a lap dance.
Oh God. So that, it was exciting though. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. And you were quite entertaining, and Justin
That
Lawrence
wasn't entertaining at all.
was quite entertaining. He and his little crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had a couple beers.
Yeah.
Like-
I think lots of people did.
Like 30, 35.
Oh my God.
It was a fun night.
It was a great night. And I'm looking forward to it again, actually.
Bova's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's saying
that would be great.
He's saying right now that his cousin was a pro MMA fighter and fought in the UFC. So Bova's on. He's in.
Awesome. Maybe he
he's in.
could come a little bit early and do a show with you or
Oh, my
something. You never
God.
know.
Oh my God!
So-
I wouldn't want to embarrass him though, or make him blush or
Yeah.
anything on the air.
Yeah. God forbid, right? Good Lord.
So we have the tickets for the Battle in Barre 6.
Mm-hmm.
We also have these beautiful T-shirts that you had made with Yipes. They're gorgeous. They're the gray shirts, and of course I've lost the flyer on that. But we have them here. They're $20. We have 19 businesses that have all thrown $100 into the pot to have these shirts made. We're selling them for $20. They're here at our studio, 100%. 100% of the proceeds are going back into care packages that we are still putting together for area nursing homes. And there's 3.
But
Woodridge-
we are getting very close now to filling up our first 100
yeah.
bags.
Right.
That will go to Berlin Health and Rehab.
And these, right, Berlin Health and Rehab, Woodridge, and Barre Gardens.
Right.
And they've been in touch with us and said,
I thought you guys were doing this,
right,
and we are, but it's 1, not easy.
true.
2, we need the support of the community and maybe the staff at these homes.
Yep.
And shout it out.
Yep.
It's your parents and family and loved ones and friends that are in these homes that
Yeah.
we are trying to
That's right.
just bring something to. But it's been very tough to get all of that together and then to buy the things. We're
Yeah.
not talking about, we're talking that we're getting, each person will get a bag
Sure.
that will have
A ton of stuff.
that will have things in it. That we're not talking about delivering 100 bottles of lotion to
Right.
Barre Gardens so that they can use it at bingo and only 10 people a week play bingo. And
We want everyone.
no, we want
We
everybody.
want everyone to have
know.
something, whether they're a bingo player or not.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And so that's what the important part of that is that every single person will get a bag that will have lotion and chapstick and like a little pocket calendar
Sure.
and word search books with big letters and
Maybe some socks.
We just got a huge donation from Maisie Lajeunesse and
right.
Elizabeth Perrault
Yep.
of blankets and
Yeah.
homemade blankets and hats.
Yeah.
And,
It was wonderful.
yeah.
Amazing. to see
So we're working on them.
that. Yeah.
It's been a slow process,
Yes, it has.
but we're trying.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's close out this morning by giving a shout out to some of our sponsors: Green Mountain Mulch, Fecto Homes, Salvador and Babic. I reached out to Tom. He's going to come on. We're going to be talking about taxes. Salvador and Babic, Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce. Kevin will be with us 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Is that right? Tomorrow morning? Oh my God. FGB Theaters. The Paramount Theater, the Capitol Showplace Theater in Montpelier. Paramount is a stone's throw from where we are right now. They've got free movies that are playing for the holidays. Elf and
The Grinch,
Polar Express,
and
Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Chevy Chase, favorite movie.
Yeah. And the list of them and the times and which theater has which are on the Facebook page.
Bovas, how many beers did you have at his show?
I didn't. I had one drink.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. Yep.
Well, either you're lying or Bova's lying.
I didn't drink any beer at all.
He said you had 35.
No, not me.
Right here.
No.
Vermont Custom Woodworking. It's this beautiful desk that we're sitting at that Eric Miller crafted with A, skill, B, the help of a laser and a computer program, and he made this desk that we're at to spec, and it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. ASB Financial, retirementvt.com. It's where our studios are, which you already know that, Raylene, but for some others may not. I mean, I think Roseanne Sayers knows, but...
yes, she definitely knows.
Right on North Main Street, where the sun is shining right now, in Barre, Vermont, and it's 25 degrees, directly across from...
the sun would make it warm.
Yeah, I know.
It's cold. I'm cold.
Directly across from Nelson's, which looks like it's just fallen right out of the movie It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, it's so beautiful over there.
I know.
At nighttime?
There's a couple of lights in the window that I think are kind of cool that I think I would like to have.
It's just beautiful.
You know who's been decorating like mad crazy?
Who's that?
Farva.
Farva?
Yes.
Where? At his house?
Yes.
Farva's a little... You know?
So I think maybe he's trying to get in on the contest or something.
Oh, interesting.
His house is looking pretty sharp.
Is he getting a little Clark Griswoldy?
No.
No?
It looks rather nice, actually.
Really?
Yeah, very particular.
I've heard that Farva makes for an excellent interior designer. The Barry Montpelier Times Argus, also one of our sponsors. What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
DonnyBrooke Fight Promotion, Wood Doodles, Wright Electric, Gothiers Quality Grounds and Maintenance, Preston's Kia. Somebody coming in from Preston's to talk about this unbelievable automobile industry.
They're trying to figure out who's going to do what. Yeah. Who's going to come over here?
Get Brian in here.
Yeah.
Get Sean McCarthy in here.
Of course.
Would love to.
I mean... Who's more entertaining than Sean McCarthy?
Oh, God, no one.
Yeah.
Granite City MMA.
Mm-hmm. They're offering new classes, by the way, also on the Aired Out site as well, and Granite City MMA.
Yes.
So you can go to either of the Facebook pages to find out about the new classes that they're offering now that they are in their new space. So they have a wrestling coming up for kids. They also have a beginner's self-defense.
Yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which I have to say very slowly. Because if I say it quickly, oh my God, it doesn't sound anything like that. But this is incredible. And if you're not watching our page, because you're posting up ads all the time about Granite City MMA.
It's a pretty cool space, too. Rex did a video the other day that we also posted on Aired Out, kind of giving a little glimpse of the inside of there. I want to go up. It's pretty cool.
I got to go in there.
Yeah.
I want to go in there. I want to put on a Speedo. I want to grease myself up with Vaseline. And I want to get in that ring and say, come on.
What makes you say these things?
Come on, Lucas, John.
I really need to know.
Come on, Lucas.
What the hell makes you say these things? Why do you think that those
Bring
people
it.
You are ludicrous.
Come on, Lucas. Catch me if you can. Where was I? And Barslow Construction.
You were in your Speedo world again.
I've got a powder blue sparkly one that's just...
I've heard
great.
You had a see-through one, too, but I'm not going to talk about that. Oh, my God. I've heard stories. But anyway...
I love it. Yeah, and we got to get Rex back in here.
When Sherilyn's on the show someday, we're going to tell that story.
It has to. I think it has to be both of you here, because I'm going to step up and walk away. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, everybody. We love you. Take good care of one another. Be kind today, for God's sake.
And fill a purple stocking and bring it to Gusto's this Saturday.
Why wouldn't
for
you?
For the Courtney's allies.
Yeah, this Saturday.
this Saturday, the 18th at Gusto's.
I'm still trying to find my ugly sweater.
It's
I will.
also, well, that's next week, but this Saturday, the 18th at Gusto's.
Okay.
Check it out on Air It Out and Courtney's Allies.
Yeah. And be kind. When that if you're trying to find a parking space and that douchebag leaves his shopping cart in your space and you can't park, just take a deep breath. Be kind. Even if someone isn't kind to you. Get out. Move the shopping cart and then take the parking space. Right, Raylene?
Right.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We love you.